Okay, I want to say hi everybody and welcome. This video is the first video in a new series I'm making. So I want to be making a lot more videos showing you how I make my cartoons and my animation, because I love to draw and I love to make animation. In this video we're going to start off with a new project, totally new, meaning it's the first. This is the first video in my new series of behind the scenes. Me making all of the art, all of the artwork for my new cartoon show. I'm making a new cartoon, and it will be a new series. And it's about a little alien from space who comes down and crash lands on another planet. And it's going to be like a fantasy, sci-fi kind of story, and just good fun, So what we need to do first, before we do anything, is we need to make this character. So I need to draw him up, and make this character before he goes anywhere. So first of all, we're going to try to create this character. I'm going to first of all start off with a very simple design, and what we do need is to get the size right on my software. Now I'm using my drawing pad again, my pad and pen, I'm using to draw on the computer here. This software I've got open is paint.net. It's a free software, excuse me. And what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to draw a basic stick figure for the character. I'm going to draw a circular shape there for the head, nothing too dramatic, nothing too detailed, not very detailed at all, just very simple. You've got quite a big head because he's an alien. The body I'm going to make a little bit simple, And I think what I've done wrong here is I've got it on the wrong layer. I should go on to another layer and do this, I think. And we'll make it slightly thicker, just because we're just planning out the shape of this character first of all. That's what we do. We're just planning the shape of the character. So the head, oh, excuse me. We're going to make the head slightly thicker. Hold on. So a rough shape for the head there. That's too long. Again, so you need to practice again and again until you get it exactly right. What you want. So there's a head shape. There's a kind of hair, a kind of body. Shape. We'll do a neck. We'll do legs, of course. Very, very simple legs and feet. And arms. So the arm, I'll leave one arm. Hold on. We'll just do very, very simple arms, I think, and our hands like that. Very, very simple. In fact, that's rubbish. So we'll do that again. Hold on. We'll work out where that shoulder is. Go here. Work out where that elbow is going to be. Same for the knees. Put that down there, and then do the hands. The head's a little bit too big, I think. The arms, as I say, it doesn't matter, because when we actually make this character, we can actually do like the same. We don't need to do both arms and both legs. We can actually just draw them in separately. So there we have it. This is a really, really simple shape for this guy, this alien. Now what we really need to do is really do the detail. That's what we really need to do, the detail. We're making it fine, as in a little bit light there. Deselect that. Hold on. Now we're going to go in with the pen and mark out where the eyes are going to be. Before we do that, though, we're going to have to rub out that side part of the head, which we don't need. And we're just going to go in and we're going to work out where the facial features are going to go. So the basic angle of the head, face, okay. A line where the eyes are going to be along. I think what we're going to really need to do is work out the size of his eyes. How big are his eyes going to be? That's very, very important. Because I'm going to have to, develop this as we go along. A line down where the centre of the head is going to be. He's slightly looking to the side. Okay, the mouth, the nose, okay. Now, what we're going to need to do is go right in and do the artwork. Now, remember, I've told you that I usually use Manga Studio, which is much better. But here I'm using here I'm using Paint.net. Now I've zoomed in. Okay. We can see the guidelines. Okay. Go down to that layer there. Make it a bit finer, like that. Just so we can see the line. Go on top on a new layer, and from here we're going to zoom in even more. And we're going to start to draw the detail. Okay, now it depends what software you want to use. I'm just going to try this first. This is a tryout. Okay, this is what this is. Okay, I'm not going to stick with this necessarily. I may change my mind. We're going to give it a try. I may need to do a few different designs until I'm happy with what I want to have. It's going to be a bit rough at first. So here I'm just drawing in the eyes. Okay, he's an alien from another world. I haven't decided what planet yet. Okay, it's going to be a made-up planet anyway. The other eye, things are looking good so far. So you see how I've just worked out that there. How I've actually worked out where the lines are going to be, you see. So I've got my, guidelines, so I can see. Now I'm doing the eyes. They're very rough, I know, but I'm going to fix that later on, as you will see. Now we're going to do all of the line art, okay, all of the lines I'm going to do here, okay, in this software. I just feel comfortable with it, okay. Now I'm going to do that here, zooming in and out to make sure I can see what I'm looking at. I'm going to do that here. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the colours and the art, the colour on top and the shading. I'm going to do that in Manga Studio, okay? So this may be one video or it may be multiple videos. We will see. This is the creation of the character, okay? We'll just close that door. Okay. So we've got the eye shapes, okay, two alien looking eyes there. Okay, now, okay, we've got the eyes. For the nose, I'm just doing a very, very simple nose, as you can see here, nose shape, because he's an alien anyway, okay. Let me just close something down there. Got two other videos for you there, actually preparing. I made earlier for you. Here's some I made earlier. So these are two different videos I have for you here also that I will be sharing with you, okay, about my artwork. And right now we're making this one, okay. So anyway, for the mouth, it's going to be kind of hard. When you're making an alien, you can make it look however you want, okay. But we are going to give him a mouth, okay, and we are going to turn that a bit paler so we can see what we're doing. We are going to have a mouth for this guy, okay, and it's going to be a simple looking mouth, but a mouth nonetheless, and it's going to be like maybe slightly open a little bit. It's like not totally open, a little bit open, so it's like he could be talking in certain scenes maybe. Okay, now we're going to keep those lines thin. I'm not going to make them too thick for now. Now I'm going to use a thicker line for the outside of the head. And we're going to work out that alien shape of the face. It's going to be a little bit, he's got cheeks a little bit there, but it's a kind of longish face, okay, a long face. I'm going to go up here like this, and I'm going to do a line up here. Now, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of a cheek mark here for the cheek, okay. Now I feel this is a little bit too fat, so I'm going to bring this down a bit like this, okay, and then I'm going to rub that out, erase that, okay. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm going to erase that, okay, off there. I'm going to fix that cheek up a little bit, I think. Okay. Now, as I said, I love drawing. Some people don't like drawing, you know, so much. But here we go. I'm not going to make him very fattish looking, his face, because he's an alien anyway, you know. So, you know, he's probably been very hungry on his journeys, I'm guessing. Now, right now he doesn't look very special. He just looks like an alien, right? But we're going to have to give him some features, because every character, you know, you're going to need to know the features, and you're going to need to know that character, you know, and what are his special features. And I think, you know, you can do that with details, or you can do that with like colour detail, with the colours and stuff. You can do that as well, you know. If he's got a certain kind of colour about him, for example. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him some ears. Not too pointy, but he's going to have some ears, okay? Like this. So I'm just making that shape up there as I go, okay? I'm just literally having fun with it, because this is a very cartoony type character, you know. It's very funny, simple, you know. It's not supposed to be very serious, you know, as such. It's just, I'm just having fun with this, you know. Okay, so there's the head. I'm pretty happy with it so far, and I think I'm going to keep this. Okay, keep this character. I've got to zoom out and have a look. Not absolutely happy with the head there. I think I need to clean this bit up a little bit there. It doesn't look too good, I think, from there. So what we need to do is change that line a little bit. Okay, now I think what it is, okay, is I think it's that line specifically. I think it's that line, this line here, which is not, it's a little bit too low. I think he's got to have a bit of a longer, taller head, I think, slightly, because he's an alien. I think he should have a taller head. You know, as I say, it's just my own character, you know, so I'm just making it my own way, you know. You can do any designs you like for your characters, you know. Up to you, really. Now, sometimes I like to go in with detail, you know. I like to go in and close up, you know, and then do more designs, like different lines and stuff on him, you know. Like this, maybe, so you just work it as you go to make different shapes on him, you know. Okay, so here maybe something like that. You know, you don't need to go crazy with it, you know. You can go a bit like simple on it, you know. Again, like that, a few lines here or there, you know. Again, this kind of thing. And we're going to do more anyway later with the colours and stuff. We're going to do more anyway. So we're going to make much more detail on him. I want the art in this particular cartoon, I want the art to be pretty detailed, okay, very, very detailed, with the backgrounds and the characters, okay. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, we're here now. We have the basic head shape, okay, for the head. Now, when we do the other parts of the body, when we do, for example, the arms, okay, and the head, the legs, the body part, you know, we can do things separately if we wish to. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, first we need to just decide which parts are going to be separate, because they're going to be moving, you know, they're going to be moving in the actual real cartoon, in the show. So he's an alien. We haven't given him a name yet. I'm going to do the neck now. I want to make his uniform simple. His clothes, okay, I want to make his clothes simple, but not too simple. I want to make it like he's got some feature about it, you know, something about it that we know is this guy, you know. So, okay, we're going in, we're going to do a little bit of a artwork on the neck here. Okay, it's going to be a quite comfortable alien suit, space suit, okay. Now, we're going to draw first the body with no arms and no legs. We're just going to do it that way. And the good thing is, depending on how you're doing the art, you can actually, just draw one arm and one leg and then copy and paste it. That's an easy way to do it. But you must be careful with what style you're doing, okay, with cartoons, because if you want real good detail, sometimes you need to draw the other arm or the other leg, you know. But if you just want a simple design, you know, then yeah, sure, go ahead and just, you know, just copy and paste, and you can use the same one either side. But of course, for things like the inside and the outside of the hands, you're going to need to change details and make them look right, because the inside of the hand and the outside of the hand will be different, right, of course. Now, I've decided what I want to do here, and I want to do some more detail. I want to give him I want to give him a certain look for his uniform, okay? So, first I'm going to need to go in and decide how I'm going to do it. Is it a belt, or what am I going to have here? A belt? I was thinking to have some like baggy trousers or something like that, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So first thing I'm going to do is just draw this part of the body here, this part of the body, and we will do the legs and the arms later, okay? And there's a chance I'm going to add like a belt onto this in a moment or so, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to add some details to the actual body here, okay? Adding some lines to the body, okay? So adding some, to give it some look, you know, like it's a space suit of some kind of uniform he's wearing, you know. And this is coming straight from my imagination, as I say. You know, working with that bottom plan that we had earlier, and just making it, you know, from your imagination. I'm not the best artist, as I say, but I do love to draw, you know. So that's just a very simple look there, okay, a simple uniform, okay. And I've drawn him on this 45 angle, like on the side, kind of on the side, you know, kind of on the front angle, because it's going to make it easier for me later to just use the character. I can let him walk around, you know, more freely, and you can be facing on the front, you can be walking to the side, you know, we can do certain movements with this character. Okay, so now what we've got here is this basic thing, okay, basic character. We've got to change this layer name to body and head, okay, body and head, because the reason I've said that is because the head and the body part is together, but we will give it some movement on the neck later on when we're in an anime studio. Now, from here I don't want to turn this off, but I do want to reveal so we can see this plan we have here, this design, this plan, right? So, you know, what I will do is I will leave this on, but I will turn it also a little bit down, pale, like this, you see? So we can see what we're doing, because now we need a new layer. All we're going to do is we're going to draw one arm and one leg. That's what we're going to do, okay? Very simple, one arm and one leg. And we can copy and paste that one arm and that one leg, okay? It's a very simple character, so, you know, always remember what layers you're on. So I'm going to type in arm, okay, arm. So this one, okay, so that's arm. We're going to go to the arm now, we're going to draw the arm, okay? The best thing to do is draw the arm and the legs, okay, the arms and the legs. It's best to draw them straight, okay, with not hardly any bend in them at all. Draw them straight, because then what you can do is you can, it's easier, I should say, to actually move them later on. It's more easier to move them later on. to bend them in the right position, because if you don't do that, you're going to have trouble later on. Now you may notice, if you look carefully, when I go very close here, you can see that the art is a little bit jagged, like the lines are not very straight. If you see here, they're a little bit messy, right? Well, I'm going to do something later to fix that a little bit, okay? There are much better methods you can use. You can go into a manga studio and you can do some very, very good art, okay, to basically get cleaner lines, cleaner ones. But what I'm doing here though is I'm just basically I'm going to do a different way, like you'll see later, okay? Now, I need to think, because I need to do the arm and I need to decide, do I want two different looking arms, like the outside and the inside, or do I want to have, you know, a look to it, you know, like it's the same, you know, but it looks okay kind of thing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it very, 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 very simple, okay, very simple. So I'm cheating a little bit, okay, I'm cheating a little bit, yes. But that's what I'm going to do. He's an alien anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. You see what I mean? So any way you look at this, it looks okay kind of thing, yeah. It's not exactly right, you know. But, you know what I mean though, right? Some lines on there and stuff, you know. Okay, so just the basic thing, we're cheating with that, we're cheating with the arm. Now, as I say, on top of this, we want to add some more detail, okay, so I'll go in another layer and we're going to add like some kind of arm band, but it can't be too funky because, you know, too much detail, because it will give away the effect, you know, and we don't want to do that. So put in some, see, it's kind of hard to deal with actually as well, but I'm going to add some pads or something here on his arm as well, you know. Okay, so that's basically some design. We have some kind of design on his arms there, okay. We're going to go in and we're going to erase these lines which are messing everything up, okay, and we're going to make sure that that looks like they're attached, you know, and it's not like see-through. So we're going, you know, making sure it looks like it's one thing, okay. We're going to merge that down as one layer. Oh, sorry, wrong layer. Edit, undo, merge that layer down with that one, so it's one arm, you see, one thing, okay. And then it's done, you know, it's done. That arm's literally done now. So doing a few effects on it, you know, doing a few lines and stuff to give some effect, I should say. But we're on the wrong, so I was on the wrong layer there, so I made a mistake there. On the absolute wrong layer. You've got to remember, you must remember what layer you're on. And you know, turning down and up and down the, you know, the visibility of certain layers can also help you to know, you know, what layer you're on. Okay, so let's say for example here, I turn that up, yeah? So now we can see both layers on, you know, very, very strong. We can see through the arm. The reason we can see through the arm is because, you know, it's got no colour to it, okay? So what we need to do also now, this is a right arm, so we'll call it arm 1, arm 1. And we'll make a copy of that, copy, okay? But the thing is, we don't even need to copy it right now. We can copy it later, but I'll just show you, okay, what that is. If I copy it, see, I can bring this arm over here, you see, and change the position and move it here, you see what I mean? And later we will have colours and things, and we can see, you know, the position much, much better. Now it's just a basic thing, if you see what I'm trying to tell you here. And it's the same for the legs also, when you do one arm or also one leg or two legs, you know what I mean? Anyway, basically we're going to delete that one for now, just for now, okay? We're going to go there, okay, deselect, and we're going to have three pieces basically. We've got this, we're going to have this, the head and the body, okay, and we're going to have the arm, okay, and also the leg. So the head and the body are together, The arm is separate and the leg is going to be separate too. But before we do that, we need to move this arm over here a little bit. Sorry. Move this arm over here a little bit. Turn it around just like straight like that. And we're going to need to make sure that it's the right length, because I think right now it doesn't look like it's the right length. It looks a little bit too short, I think. So with the power of digital we can do this. We can stretch it out a bit, you see. Now it's a little bit longer, a little bit too long maybe. Okay, like that maybe. Okay. Okay. And then as you see it's very, very straight, but we're going to bend that and we have the elbow. The elbow can bend anyway later on. Now, we're going to leave this arm here for a moment, okay, just for a moment. And what we're going to do is deselect, just so we can see what we're doing, okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to turn make it more faint, so we, the visibility down. And the same for the body. We're just using this as a guide, don't forget, okay. And we're still keeping on our basic one, which is below this. If you remember, we started with this. You remember that? Okay. We're using this still. I'm watching this. I'm following this also. I'm still using that. In the end, we will delete it. Okay. But for now, we're just keeping it. And what we need to do is we need to make a new layer. Which go on top. Make a new layer. Right now, it doesn't matter what layer's on top or underneath, as long as we can see what we're doing. Okay. But when I do my cartoons, moving this character, I need to put the arms and the legs and things in the right, like what's on top of what. It's like if you have a car in front of a building, you need to have that car on the top layer, If it's driving behind a building, or if he's walking in front of a tree, then the tree needs to be behind him, you know what I mean? You need to work the layers. But for now, we're just drawing this character in the line art, and that's the thing. We're just trying to, see what we're doing. Okay, so right now, okay, I'm going to do this, a new layer, okay, so new layer, I'm going to call it leg. And again, we only need to draw one leg because we can copy and paste it. If it's going to be like a simple piece of art like it is, like I've planned it to be. And I'm going to make these legs about that length. I can see that length there that they are, and it's going to be the right length, I think. So following again with the same art, the trousers here, big baggy trousers, do that over there like this, yeah, like that. Do a little bit of a pad on top. We can just draw that there, just even right off from the word go there, see. And now drawing this in, drawing the different parts we need, I know it's like really rushed, really quick art. I know it's nothing special, but you know what I mean? I'm just like drawing it in, and just coming up with this art here for this character. Okay. Now doing the feet, as I say, I think that foot is a little bit too big. I think, don't you think so? So we're going to make that like that, a little very simple foot. But again, he's an alien, so it doesn't really matter what. How big or small. It's up to you how you do. I'm not very, very good at drawing feet either, by the way. But this is the character here. Okay, this is the leg. Just very simple leg. Okay. Not 100% happy with it, but it's okay, right? I think what I'll do is I'll try to like adjust it a little bit of the length, make it a bit longer. That looks a little bit better, right? A little bit. Okay. For the most part, that looks kind of better, right? So if I were to test it, first of all, I'm making a copy, move that across, you see now like two legs, you see? And we can test everything if I want. I can really, really test everything. I can go like this, deselect, go down, go to head, body and head, turn that up, go to the arm, check that out as well. We only have one arm now, but I'm just saying, just to have a look at it, to what it looks like. Yeah, and you can see straight away we have a problem on the arm. The arm is not big enough. It doesn't look big enough now when I compare that to the rest of him. So we can turn that around first, straight. Excuse me. Go here. Open that out a little bit like that. Oh, excuse me. Like this. Make it a bit longer maybe. put that, move it across here, you see, and it looks a little bit better, a little bit better. Yeah, you know, it's kind of okay, right? Kind of okay. So now we've got all of our pieces, all of our different pieces. Can you see what I'm saying? We've got all of our pieces here for this character. One leg we don't need, so we're going to delete that leg. We're going to have one leg, one arm, head and body, and later we will copy the arm and the leg again. So we will have 2 arms and 2 legs with the colour and everything on, okay? So before we add colour and detail, we need to before we do that, we need to actually set these up ready, because right now all they are is line art, okay? So what we need to do is move each part across. So we're going to go to the arm, move the arm over here separate so we can see it exactly what it is, okay? Now we're going to go like this. We're going to select it again as a rectangle. We're going to go edit, cut, file, new. Okay, edit on a new layer, I think. Edit, okay, a new layer, paste onto a new layer. So what that is basically, that is just the yeah, you can see it's the line art, and then there's a white background layer. So this is we just leave this here, deselect, go back to the other one which is open. We delete the arm layer, we don't need it now. We're going to go to the other layer, which is the leg layer. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to move it across somewhere. Don't change the size, okay? So we're going to arrange it so that it's very, very straight. And the reason we do that is because it's so that it's easier to actually work with, okay? Actually, we don't need, hold on one second. We'll leave that like that. Yeah, because we can move it around anyway later when it's actually on the body in Manga Studio. Sometimes it's better to give yourself some space like this, some outside space around the image, okay? But for this it's a simple thing, so we don't really need that, okay? We're just putting the colours onto it. We're not really like drawing anything around it, okay? Anyway, so that's that, okay? Edit, cut, file, new, okay. Okay, I can just paste it directly onto here, but I don't want to do that, because if I do that, edit, paste, it will take away the white background and we have to add it. We need that white background, and I'll show you why in a moment. Okay, so we edit, undo, go onto a new layer, make sure the new layer, add new layer is on top. Okay, this is paint.net software, free software. Edit, okay, edit, then paste. Okay, and then edit, deselect, just to make sure you're not selecting anything. So we've got one leg. So we've got 3 different files open here, you can see, 3 different things open. They're not even files yet. If you wanted to save them earlier on, you could have done that. But anyway, this is here, okay? The leg layer has, the leg file is open, it has 2 layers. The line art and the white background underneath it, okay? Under it. The same for the arm. And they look big, right? It looks like it's a full size, but it's not. It's not. We're zoomed in. It's actually the same as we had it before here on this one, okay? Now this one we need to fix also, okay? The head and the body is together. We need to delete the leg layer, which we don't need anymore. We want to keep the background, the white background, but the thing we don't need is, of course, our plan which we had. Do you remember this? This is what we started with. We started with this. Do you remember that? I just drew that up and this is what we did. Okay, so it's really simple. We delete that layer. We don't need it anymore. It's gone, okay? So that's done. We didn't even use any photos. We didn't use any photos. No 3D figures, nothing. We didn't cheat. We just made it freehand, right? From my imagination, of course, and you need to practice with your art. But go to edit, okay, deselect all. Go to that top layer, and it's right, that's what we want. We want the body and the head, and we want the layer under it, which is the white layer, the white paper layer, which we need, or white layer. What we need to do though is we need to move him, I think, to the centre more. Okay, and then we need to go over here and select a square around him, but with the selection tool, which is up here in the tools palette, on top left. Go to edit, go to image and go to crop to selection, and it goes to this. So it makes that the size for you. And I could have made it smaller like this. I could have done that, and I still can do that. But I think I'll make it a little bit smaller like that. But I want to leave a little bit of space around this body and the head, because I've got an idea that maybe, or even maybe like that, because maybe later on I will add some different things to him. Some different features, okay, is what I'm saying. So I don't know yet. But firstly, though, the basic shape is like this. So go here again, image, crop to selection, so selection, and it cuts them all to the same size, okay? Every layer, doesn't matter whatever layer you've selected on. Okay, now go here. Remember to always stay on the same layer, the layers you need to be working with when you're working with them. Now let's look at this, okay? If we zoomed in, you can see the art, but not too bad. Fair enough, I don't know, not the best, but not too bad, right? When you look here, you can see how rough it looks, especially here. Now, first of all, we can clean up certain things like this. You can clean up, certain areas. You can use your mouse, or you can use your pen here, as I say. Some people are very good drawing with a mouse. I know people that are very good drawing with a mouse, but I don't like to draw with the mouse. I prefer to draw with the pen and pad. That's why I've got this. Anyway. But basically, let's have a look here. If you look at it carefully, it's very, very joggy and very jagged. When I say, I mean the lines, okay, are not very smooth. They're like zigzag, right? You know what I'm saying? Because my hand is, of course, shaking when I'm drawing. It's not perfect, okay? It's really hard to get clean lines. So what I'm going to do, okay? Excuse me, my screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little method I like to use. I'm going to go onto this layer, the lines layer, which is on top of the layer. You must remember which layer is on top, because if I move the layer here, you can't see it. You can't see it now, right? This is on top, okay, on top of the white layer there, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this layer, go to Effects, up the top here, Effects, go to Blurs, Blurred, okay, and go to Gaussian or Gaussian blur, this word here, Gaussian. Go there, and it adds a slight blur to it. Now, you might want to up that, the level, not too high, just a little bit, okay? And, it's not doing the best job, because I really was shaking my hand a lot when I was actually drawing this picture, but it's going to have some use, hopefully. We're going to test it out first. Go to 4, go to OK. Okay, it's a bit more blurry now than before, right? If I zoom in, you can see that, right? Sometimes this can be a really bad thing. You might want to go to Edit, Undo. But for now, we're not going to do that. We're going to test it out. But the only way to test this out is by merging the layers together. Now, usually you merge layers together when you want to finish your art, or like when you're, when you're certain you're happy with the layers, and you put it all together as one image. Right now, the line art and the white paper are separate, but we want to put them together, right? So, to test this effect out, okay, so why did I add the effects, blur, Gaussian blur? Why did I do that? It's because we want to clean up the lines a little bit, or try to. It doesn't always work, so we'll try here, okay? I'm going to go here, I'm going to go, hold on 1 second and I'll tell you. I'm going to go Image and go to Flatten. That flattens it all together. Now they're together as one layer. They're one single layer. Now I go here and I go to Brightness and Contrast. I move this across and I go to Contrast, and you'll see things start to happen. You see, like that. Okay. I can do the brightness as well and things like that. You see, turning the brightness down and turning the contrast up has had an effect, and it makes the lines either thicker or thinner as well, you may have noticed also. But I think that looks kind of okay, right? But it's still very rough, but I think that's all we can do. We can't do much more than that. That's all we can do. So here, a similar thing. I'll go there, it keeps the what you had before. So we go blur, Gaussian blur, 4, okay. We do the same on the leg as well. Effects, blur, Gaussian blur, 4, okay. Okay, flatten, same for the arm, flatten, the same, okay. Adjustments go to brightness and contrast, and it saves that the same, okay. There, it makes it a bit stronger, you may have noticed as well. And it didn't make them very clean, I know, but anyway, still a little better, right, and stronger. Now, what we have is 3 pictures here, and we want to get rid of the outside, okay. We want to get rid of, lose this outside, you know, this shape, the white, okay. So we click the magic wand over here, click on the outside, and then hit delete, okay, delete, you see. So now we have the white inside that. It's just real simple, okay. Now we do the same thing with the arm, delete the outside, bam, okay, select and then delete. Same with the leg also, hit that and go delete on the outside. So if we check, it seems okay, yeah, we have white images here. But the very important thing you want to do is you want to save each of these 3 images as PNG, okay, PNG files. Because if you don't save it as PNG, if you save it as JPEG or something else, it will give you another a white outside part. We don't want that, we don't want it. We want it like this, okay, with nothing here on the outside, and just the picture itself, okay. So what we're going to do with our alien friend here, Big Head, we're going to save him. But before we do that, we need to go off, we need to make a new folder, right click on your desktop or anywhere, go to folder and make a thing. So we're going to call it alien for now, alien, because he doesn't have a name. We want to give him a name later. So alien, okay, that's there, empty folder, alien. We go back and we save all of these body parts, okay. So we go to file, save as, and then click on the folder, alien folder. It's PNG, okay, make sure it's PNG, it must be. We name this body and, hold on, body and head, okay, because it's together. Sometimes I do them separate for different reasons and face parts, but anyway, this is this, body and head, select, save, so save. It gives you a little check to have a little last check, okay, go OK, and it saves that, okay. The image size and resolution you can change if you want to, that's up to you. We close this off. Now we do the same with the arm, okay, so arm, okay. I will not say right arm or left arm, I will just say arm, okay. Okay, because we can make a copy later and we can change that and make 2 arms or 2 legs, okay. So PNG, arm, and it's in the alien folder together with the body, okay. Delete that. Go to at the leg, okay, also save as, okay, it's on 1 layer, and we just call it leg, L-E-G, leg. I'm sure you can spell that, okay, okay, done, turn it off, or just turn this whole thing off. Now we go to our folder here, and you can see, okay, on my desktop, in the folder I have all these parts, okay. I have the body, okay, I have the leg, and I have the arm, okay. So let's have a look, okay. It's got no colour, it's got not much detail on him. He looks okay, right. Now what we can do is, okay, I can show you, for example, in the same software, paint.net or another software, it's up to you. Go in and choose any picture, any photo, or it could be a photo if you like, or it could any photo or picture, or it could be a picture that you've drawn. So I drew this. Okay, I made this myself. It's a street with a wall, some buildings. It's very simple, right? I think I showed you before. I can bring this into my art software, paint.net. This is, okay, and here we can see it. Now, if I go onto another layer, add layer on top, I can actually bring in my alien. Drag it on, go to add layer. It's a little bit too big, right? So we go to edit, undo. Change the size to like something really big. I don't know, add a 2 before that, make it really big. Okay, just so we can see, just so I can show you this example. Okay, zoom out. Okay, we bring in this, add layer, and then we have it. Okay, so I can bring him here. Sorry. Okay, I can bring him here. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, and I can size him up. You see, and we have our alien right here, and I can put the arms and the legs and change the colour and do so many things. Okay, and zoom in as well, and I can change that later on. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, right? It's slowly in time, gradually you can come up with some very good little cartoons and artwork. We'll turn that all off. We're not going to save it. Don't save. Okay, don't save. Turn it off. And once you've decided on what you're really going to do, it's not really once you're actually sure with what you're going to do, what I mean is, once you have your line art done, okay. I'm very sorry. I think it's crashing here because because it was such a big size. I put it to such a big size. That's why it's crashing. But don't worry. Okay, that's done. Okay, good. Yeah, once you have your line art, okay, done, like the lines here, then you know the details, and you just need to add the colours, okay, the colours on and everything. And when you put it into like Manga Studio, an anime studio, you can do different things. In Manga Studio, you can add much better colours and effects onto this character, okay? And in Anime Studio, you can move him. So you can move his hands, his arms, his elbows, his legs. You can make him walk, you can make him talk, do so many different things, right? Add sounds. So now what we're going to do, okay, is I'm just going to show you a basic little bit of the colours in paint.net, okay? Again, I'm going to just drag him in, literally. Just the head, just the body and the head. And I'm going to go with the magic wand, go in and select part of him, okay, like this, his face. I'm going to go into this gradient, for example, go up here, and we're going to choose 2 colours, yellow and green. I've just chosen that gradient thing, that blue thing there, and I've selected the inside, so all I need to do is this, you see, just do that. See what I mean? Okay, now we'll just select different parts of him, like this, okay, same thing. His ears, okay, so anywhere where there's skin, basically. Anywhere where you can see skin, And then, it's just a case of just working it in, the colours in, So we're just working the colours here, okay. So it takes patience, some people don't have patience for all of this, you know what I'm saying? Some people just don't have any patience at all for this. I can give him blue eyes. Now I'm not going to have blue eyes, I'm just saying, like me, I'm just saying for this video, just to show you some basics, just show you some basics of what you can do. And you can do effects like this, you see what I mean? Now I can, again, select off, go back, choose different colours again, the green for the skin, right, for his neck, you know what I mean? And then do all that good stuff, okay? Change that yellow a bit stronger, as I say, to make it right. Again, with the clothes, you may not want that. Oops, sorry. Anyway, whatever, With the clothes, you might want to do something different. You might want to go in and just literally just choose something different, like a dark, very dark bluish colour, like that. And the same for the rest of the body. You can just click like select different parts of the body with the paint bucket here, just for a plain flat colour, and choose a different colour, choose red or something like that, There's trousers, you know what I mean? And again, the same thing, you can go in with like different things too. I can go with like red and a bit of blue tint in it if I wanted to, and I can just choose that inside there and just make a gradient if I wanted to do a gradient of some kind, say, you know. And the same for all of these parts too, you know, like this here, see. If I wanted to, I'm saying. I don't think I would want to, but I'm just saying, for example, you know, it's going in, you know, and you can give all kinds of like effects and stuff, you see. Do all kinds of like cool effects, and we get the different colours this way. Now I'm just giving you a little idea of how I do this, okay? And the same for the arms and the legs and everything, you know. Now, of course, his skin looks very, very dark, doesn't it? I know. I can go here, because this is a PNG, we're lucky. I can go to select all, which is actually that's not the best way to do this actually. But I'm just saying, you know, you can do different things. Okay, I will show you more in Manga Studio. Manga Studio is much better than this Paint.net. Okay, but you can use other things like Krita, that's K-R-I-T-A, it's another free software. You can use, let's say Krita, you can use Art Weaver, which is also free. All this, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, Photoshop and Manga Studio are like the best, I think. You know, I really do feel they're the best, but, you know, it's up to you if you want to buy them, you know, but I'm going to deselect. Now what I'm going to do is I'll show you a trick, okay? A very basic trick on colours. If I go to copy, to make a copy of this layer, now the top layer or the bottom layer is exactly the same. I go to adjustments and go to brightness and contrast. Make sure that they're both at level in the middle already by clicking the arrows. Then go down, turn one of them darker. Do you see that? Darker, right? Just the brightness, not the contrast, only the brightness. We'll work with the contrast later. So now this layer, you see, we've got two different coloured, different shades there, you see. If it was night time, you might want it to be dark like this, maybe. Now we're going to go to the eraser, the rubber, the eraser. Go to the colours, turn it down so it's faint on the opacity alpha channel thing there, okay? Then go to the softness, the hardness, and make it soft, okay? If you don't understand, you can watch this video again, but go there, okay? Now, from here, you don't have to do that. You can go to a very hard one, and I'll show you the difference in a moment if you go to hardness and eraser. And also with this opacity mask thing, you don't have to. You can go this opacity alpha setting, okay, for the eraser. You don't have to. You can have it on 100%. You can just go and choose it. But playing with this opacity alpha and also this hardness will give different effects to the way you erase. Okay, and it works really well. Now go up to here and choose a big brush. Okay, for example, and look at this. I can erase. Sorry, edit undo, that's the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the top layer, okay? Now look at this, you see? I can do this, you see that? And I can do this, I can add different light to him, you see? And it's very soft, you see? If I zoom in, it's very, very soft here. You can see the softness. See, if I go here, if I go edit undo, again, if I go hard and make it hard on the top of the hardness, 100%, look at this, very hard, you see that? Now maybe you want that, maybe you want to have that kind of effect, you know, like a manga, anime, a Japanese cartoon kind of thing. It looks really cool, right, like this. Yeah, no, I agree, okay? But, you know, sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want to have it very soft, you know, so making it really soft there, you know, and then just working it, you know. Here. And also being very careful about how you do it, okay? So what I mean by that is, I may have a basic shape there, basic shape, okay? Merge these two down together so it's one layer now. Do it again, copy this layer and go to the top and go to brightness. It already brings it down because it was already set to that, to a lower. So now it's even more darker on top. Now what I want to do here is I want to go here and I want to erase certain details. So I'm going to go here, make this eraser much smaller, and go here, you see? to give shines on the eyes, like this, you see? And I want to go to different parts of the body, like this, you see? Edit, undo, sorry. Make it a right size that you're comfortable with, you know. And it's just up to you how you do it, basically. You see, I could have like different kinds of shines. You see what I'm saying? Just for a bit of an idea, I'm just saying, just showing you, see? I'm not going to exactly keep this, okay? I'm not going to keep these colours today. I want to just try a few things. That's all I'm basically doing in this video. I'm just trying a few things. And it's kind of hard, it's kind of sharp. If you see that, it's kind of a sharp difference there, isn't it, you know? Now, other things you can do, okay, is we just merge those together. Go to dark, make them level, the darkness and the brightness and the contrast. Let's go to the contrast now and make it a bit stronger. You see that? And play with the darkness and the contrast to get different effects. You see that? Now, sometimes you might want to change the background also. Okay, if you can see that. You may want to change the background also. So go and add another layer and bring the layer down so that it's underneath. Okay, bring it down. Then go to this thing here, for example, this gradient thing. Go and choose a black and a darkish blue or a light blue, and then use that to make like a night sky effect. You see, or like a sky there. It could be a different colour, like red, or another colour if you wish to. You see, but I can do that. I can add the moon shining if I wanted to, you know, like he's in the night there, you know. Again, I can go here, choose my alien layer again, and go here and go to photo, and yeah, effects, up the top, effects, photo, and then glow. And look what happens. If I move these dials along up here, I can get different effects, like a glow, you see that? Or here, or here, or here. Like this, you see, and different kind of effects to him. You see, it looks kind of spooky, you see. Go there, I can also go to the contrast again, play around with that if I wish to, turn it down a bit, turn the contrast up a bit. You see, get different kinds of effects, you see, so it's a bit scary now, yeah. Edit, undo again, and just play around with things, how you feel good, you know. Zoom in, I can go to here, I can add another layer on top of that. I can choose a white colour if I wish to. Choose a white colour, it's up to me, because I'm the one doing it, you know. So if you want to do something, you can do, you know, something. Go here, choose a white colour, you know, do some shines on the eyes. You might think that looks too strong, yeah, too strong. But don't worry, because we can fix that. You know, we can do some lines here. I'll show you, for example. Okay, we can change the opacity, which means we can see through a certain layer. So we can go there, choose that, double click the layer, go down here and just turn it down a little bit like this. You see, it's another way we can get those different effects, you see. And add a blur if I wish to, a blur effect, okay. And that makes that look a bit better, you see. You can zoom out, okay, again. Now, also another thing we can do, we can add stars in the sky, so I can go down to that bottom layer, the sky, add another layer on top of that, but not on top of the alien in any way, shape or form. Choose the white, and then do some dots, okay, do some dots, so go like to 6 or whatever, or a bit bigger. You're not trying to make snow, you're trying to make stars, okay, so I'm doing this here, drawing some stars in. Some are closer together, some are further away, spread apart. Some are a little bit bigger, some are smaller. Okay, and then add a glow. Go to glow, go to effects, photo, glow, and turn the brightness right up. The brightness and the radius right up, very high, and then the contrast very low. And then do that again and again, a few times, until you get glowing stars like that in the sky, you see. And then also we can add a very big one. I can go here and do a big moon if I wish to, do a big moon in the sky, a big glowing moon, and do that, you know. Make it hard, as I say, so you use the hard one there, and then go to glow, you know, and it's making that glow also, you see. You know what I mean? It's like the moon's shining on him almost, right? A little bit like that. It's a bit behind him, isn't it? Also we can go on to the top layer now, on the top there, and make it very faint. We can choose a blue maybe, and do some markings like that, some marks, and then go to a blur, a very high blur, turn it right up very high, and it gives it some effect, like he's in the mist, or he's in the moonlight or something like that, you know. And you can make that green if you wish. I could make that green, like I can just go up to here, changing the colours of things, adjustments, go down to hue and saturation, and then change that to a green or a red. You see, any colour you wish. Saturation right up, more stronger. If you wish to a green like this, you see. Okay, again, like just like that. Change it green. You see what I mean? Like this. You see what I'm saying, right? And you can do all kinds of effects. Now we're going to go to image and flatten. Make that all one image, and then go to contrast again, brightness and contrast. Fix those up normal. Just change them a little bit, just so I feel comfortable with them. Okay, saturation again. If you want to do that, you can do that also. You know, like this. You see, and you get all kinds of effects. You see, playing around like this, and you can do all kinds of like cool cartoons. You know? If you wanted to, I could do different effects. Like if I wanted to, I could do this. I could, you know, do different effects. Like I could double that up. Okay. And then the top layer, I could make that very faint, like not very strong visibility. So I double click the layer on top, turn this bar right down here, so it's like very low, and then use the arrow up here, the blue one, move it across, you see, and it makes a copy, and you can change the size like this, you see. I can do different kinds of effects if I wish to, you see, like this, you know, or I could do a smaller one, you know, like behind him, like another alien or something like, or like some kind of effect, you know, or like another friend of his. All I need to do now is just get my eraser and erase this stuff I don't need. Working with certain effects, you see. You can come up with different kind of effects. Okay. Now, because it's very dark here, also it's good because we can't see his arms. So for this picture, it looks okay, because we can't see his arms anyway. I can work with this visibility also, you know, I can do this, see, it looks okay, kind of thing, right? Turn it down a little bit if I wish to, like that. You know, it's up to you how you do it. Or you can turn that up, turn the brightness down a little bit. I could give him a different colour if I wanted to. Turn it down a little bit like that maybe, like he's behind him in the darkness, you know, like that maybe. You know, a bit of a blur maybe to it. Like this, add a blur by going to effects, blurs. There's lots of effects here, like the glow, yeah, photo glow, and then we've got blurs, Gaussian blur. Go there, make it not a very high one, make it a very small blur. You see, so it's like he's a little bit blurry, is behind him, a blurry look to him. You see. And as I say, this, you know, this we can change a lot of things. You know, we can change the whole colour anyway, change colours and things. You know. And on top of all of this, we could go there, you know, we can cut the size of this as well to make it like a bit cleaner. Select and then go to image, crop to selection. Okay. And then here we can literally just do effects on top of that. Go to this new layer on top here. Blend them together first, then go and add a new layer. So that's merging the layers down. You can merge them down one by one, or you can go to image, crop to flatten. The last one, flatten, and it flattens them together. Should be the last one on your computer. Now go to the pen. Choose something like black, if you like, or a red. I'll choose red to show you something. Go down on this opacity here to very, very low, or you can keep it full up, but go to your layer and turn the bar down, the visibility, so it's see-through, you know, so you can see through it. In Chinese, Toming, no. Then you go down here on the hardness on the bar, turn it very, very soft. This way you don't need to add a blur, and you can just do this, you see, and add some red effect to it. Now go here, as I say, turn this down, you see, like this, you see? You can see like some effect there, you see? You could make this all red if you wanted to, but we don't want to do that. And then you can erase parts though, you can erase parts off of it, you know, like this, see, add, so it's like we're seeing through the red, you know what I mean, like this kind of a thing. You see, so it's like an alien picture. Go to image, flatten, okay, then contrast again if you wish to, and brightness, you know, and then work it so that it looks okay to you. It depends what looks okay to you, because it depends, you know. You're the one doing it, you know. It's your art, you know. So again, merging those together on the merging thing here, or just go to image and flatten, and then go here, adjustments, brightness and contrast, as I say, and make sure until you get the final look, until you're really happy with it, you know. And there's your picture, let's say, okay, alien. And I can go on top, and I can go to the writing part and type here the text, and I can type in alien. Choose your colour, white, with the alpha right up there, and opacity. Alien, okay. Choose bold. Choose like really big words or whatever I want to do here. Maybe 84. Okay, make it like that. Okay, then what I can do also is I can copy that. I can copy this whole layer. Then go to the one underneath. Okay, the bottom one. Go to effects and go to photo, glow, and add a glow to it, you see. And then now we can go to image, flatten, zoom in, and you can see it, alien, okay. And we can just save this image out, but don't save it as it was, because it's not what we wanted to do, is it, with this image. This is only a practice image for adding colours. So we go to file, okay, save as, and we're going to save it somewhere else, not in this folder. We're going to go to desktop, and then we're just going to change the name. We're going to add it to just alien picture, okay, just for now, you know. Alien picture. It can be a PNG or it can be a JPEG. I'll just save it as JPEG now, and the reason is because we have a background. That's why it can be a JPEG. So we save that, go to OK, okay, close this down, paint.net. We have our PNGs here for in the future. We're going to do some different art on this character, like I said, you know. We're going to do the arm, the leg, 2 arms, 2 legs, of course. Make him move. Delete that. Sorry, close the folder down, my alien folder, which with all this in. And as I say, you know, here is our picture we saved just now, what we just drew, okay, with this alien friend behind it. We can't see the arms and legs, but that's okay. It's a secret. It's in the darkness, okay. And you know, this is a JPEG because we can see the moon behind him and the things here and the people. So you see what I mean? So it's just basically a JPEG. But the difference is, you know, with this, okay, with the this folder here, we have these body parts. These are PNG files, okay, PNG, because they have nothing around them. Like I showed you already, I can put this onto any background or any photo or anything. Okay, so just for example now, if I bring a photo in, if I go to yahoo.com, for example, yahoo.com, okay, Yahoo, hold on one second, Yahoo, okay, go to yahoo.com on the internet. I can choose any photo, so I can type in beach, okay, beach, enter, images, look for photos of a beach, okay, any beach we want. I can save a photo of the beach, okay, even like water if I want to, like water on the beach here, or in the sea maybe. Very nice photos, aren't they? They're very nice pictures actually, you see. I can choose one, right click, save as, anything I want, okay, up to me on my desktop. Delete, turn that off. Bring the photo into paint.net, okay. Turn the size up to a big size. We'll make it like 4,000 and something. Make it bigger if you can, okay. Now we have the water. We can put this alien in the water. Add layer, okay, you see? I can bring this, oh, excuse me. Choose the arrow on the tools up here. Go to the arrow. If you want to use something like Photoshop, that's much better. Yeah, you can, okay? Let's say, go here though, okay? Okay. Now we can go over here and we can change. We can do the colours if we want to, but I'm not going to do that now. You know, and we can literally just get the eraser tool and we can like, you know, we can do different things. You know what I mean? We can make him look like he's in the water, basically. So if I wanted to do that, I could go to the layers, double this layer here, turn the visibility off for a moment, and this one, turn the visibility down so it's very low, okay, or like a little bit higher maybe, okay, then go to this top layer, turn it on again, and then literally just erase some of the top layer. So it'll be like, for example, just erase some of that, you know, get a strong eraser, I would, if I was you, and make it very big. Okay, oh, excuse me. Yeah, a very strong, a big eraser too. You see, and you can see now it looks like he's in the water, if you see what I'm saying, yeah? It's up to you how much is in the water. Okay, and then the bottom layer also you can do different things, like I can, you know, turn that opacity down a little bit and make it like it's getting more deeper the more you go down, kind of thing, you know, until you really can't see him anymore, you know. And then we can merge these two down together. No, don't do that. Sometimes it messes up. Sorry, but it works in some ways. We go to deselect. Okay. Turn the brightness down maybe a little bit. That'd be a good idea. Just to give him some effect, you know. Oh, no, hold on. Anyway, but you know what I'm trying to say though, right? So we can go to image, flatten. Okay. We can change the colour of this whole image. We can make this green water, alien water if I wish to. So you've got another colour, like where's green? Go to green, you know, turn this up. Okay, that kind of a thing, you know. Turn the brightness down or whatever you want to do. You see? Or go to edit, undo. Just zoom in if you want to zoom in and have a look at that water. You see, it looks like he's in the water. You see? And again, I can make a copy of this whole layer if I wish to. And go to darkness, go to adjustments, brightness, turn that down, the brightness, not the contrast, and then just go over here and then go up and choose the eraser, as I say, and just erase certain parts, you know, like he's, you know what I mean, like he's got some shadow to him, like, you know, like that. It gives some effect to him, you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the same with the water there around him, you know, he's in the water, you know, anyway. You know, I mean, that kind of thing, you know. You can, or if you wanted to, you could take a long time, you could put a lot of different effects in, you know. Go on another layer, like I just have added a layer, another layer. Turn the opacity up, choose white, and then choose some colours, like, so choose, make some dots. Make some dots, like dots everywhere. Little dots. White dots, okay, white dots everywhere. And I'll show you why in a moment. Just white dots, get little marks, even like this, little lines, you know, you see? And it makes the water look more alive, you know, more good, okay? And you go to here and you go up to effects and you go to glow. Turn the radius up and the brightness up and the contrast down, and then do it again if you need to, but I think that should be okay, kind of thing, yeah. And what we do is we go to image, go down to flatten. I know it's a lot for you to remember, you have to practice in time, okay. You go here and go to effects and go to photo and then glow. And then you just work with this, okay. Turn the contrast up, the brightness down, leave the radius all the way up, just for this example here, I'm just saying. You see, turn the brightness down more if you want to. Turn the contrast up more if you wish to, it's up to you. And you see you can get different kinds of effects that way. It's the white alien in the sea, you know. You can add another layer. You can put the arms and the legs on, of course, and change the colours and stuff. You can add another layer, and I say, choose the brush, go to black, and you know, watch this. For example, you can add a mark all around this. You know, it's an easy way of doing it. It's like a cheating way of doing a shady kind of effect. You know, double click it, turn the visibility down a bit. You know, like this. Go to effects, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, turn it right up really high, very high on the bar, very high actually if you can. Go to OK, and it will make this like a little blurry effect to it, okay? Give an effect to it, as you will see now. You see, you wait a moment, and it will give it an effect, you will see. And as I say, you know, you can play around with so many different kinds of effects. And you can edit your photos too, you know. You can take a photo of yourself, you can get very creative, you know, and do all kinds of effects. But all I'm doing in this video, really, I know it's a very long video, is just, I'm showing you some different ways that I make art. And this character, I'm really going to keep him, I'm going to use him, okay, for my new cartoon that I'm making, okay. So, you know, you can see how I've made some effects here, okay. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to click out of this and then go don't save. Okay, so we have these parts that I can edit later on, edit and change up, okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in part 2. I know this is a long video, but thank you very much for watching. Take care now, and I'll see you again very soon.